Hey there, welcome back to my kitchen. I've had several people message me and ask me if I could do some more crockpot recipes since we are getting into the colder weather. So today I am sharing 3 really comforting crockpot meals with you. All 3 of these we really love, so I hope you do too, but let's go ahead and get started. Starting today off, we are making a sausage and ravioli soup, and personally, I don't think you can ever go wrong when it comes to raviolis. So getting started, I am adding 1 pound of Italian sausage and 1 small chopped onion into this pan, and I'm going to let these cook together until the sausage is fully cooked through. If you want this soup to have a little extra spice, you can also use spicy Italian sausage, but today I'm just using regular. Once that sausage is cooked, go ahead and drain off as much grease as you possibly can, and then transfer all of that over into the bottom of your crock pot. Next, I'm adding in a 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes, a half cup of frozen spinach, 5 cups of chicken broth. I am using low sodium, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, a half teaspoon of salt, a few shakes of pepper, and then this is also an optional step. I'm adding in about a 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. Again, if you don't like spicy, then don't add those. And then last but not least, I'm adding in a 25-ounce bag of cheese ravioli. These raviolis are frozen, but that is fine. They will cook in here, so don't worry about that. Once you get all that in there, go ahead and add your lid and turn this on to a low heat for about 3 to 3.5 hours. At this point, your ravioli should be done, but we have one final step before this is ready to eat. I am just adding in 3/4 of a cup of heavy whipping cream, getting that mixed in, and we're going to let this sit for about 20 to 30 more minutes just to let that warm all the way through. Here's what it'll look like when it is all done. Over the top, I did just add some freshly grated Parmesan cheese and then some parsley. Like I said, you just cannot go wrong with ravioli in my opinion. This soup is beyond easy and so flavorful. Next up, we're making this cheesy potato and sausage casserole, another really great comfort meal right here. So to begin, in a bowl, I am adding 1 can of cream of chicken soup. If you don't like to use cream of soups, you can look up how to make a homemade version online. That works just fine as well. Next, I'm adding a half cup of sour cream. Then you'll also want to add a few shakes of salt and pepper. Right now, I'm not adding too much salt and pepper just because I know that this is already going to be a little bit salty, so you can wait till the end and add more salt and pepper if needed. Now I'm adding in about 2 cups of shredded mild cheddar cheese, 1 cut up smoked turkey sausage. You don't have to use turkey, I just prefer to use turkey, and I just cut those turkey sausages into half moons. And finally, a half of a yellow onion that has been chopped up pretty small. I'm going to go ahead and get that all mixed up, and then you'll also want to add in 32 ounces of frozen hash browns or frozen potatoes. Today I actually went ahead and cut up some fresh potatoes and put those in here. I just made sure it was 32 ounces. I lost that clip of me mixing in the potatoes, but once you get all of that combined together, go ahead and dump it into your crock pot. Be sure to spray your crock pot down with a lot of non-stick spray because this cheese will stick to the sides if you do not. I spread that out as evenly as I could, and now we are going to top it off with some more cheese. I know there is a lot of cheese in this recipe, but cheese equals comfort in my mind. So I'm taking about another cup of cheese and spreading that right across the top. And then finishing this off, we're just going to add a little bit of parsley. I just like to do this because I like when it melts down into the cheese. Now I'm putting this on a high heat, and this is going to cook for right around 5 to 6 hours. About every 2 hours, I came in here and just kind of scraped down the edges to make sure the cheese wasn't sticking too badly. But this is what my finished plate looked like in the end. After recording this clip, I did top it with more sour cream. It really just adds to it, I think. I love sour cream. I could honestly eat it right out of the container. It is so good, and especially on this recipe, it all comes together so nicely. I think you'll really like this one. Now we're going to make this ranch chicken. So into the bottom of my crock pot, as you can see, I'm using my smaller one just because I knew I wasn't going to make a ton of this. I'm adding in 2 chicken breasts, 1 can of cream of mushroom soup, but the recipe actually calls for cream of chicken. I just didn't have it. Then you'll want to refill that can that the soup was in with milk or half and half, either one will work. Pour that in and then add 1 package of ranch seasoning mix. I gave that a little bit of a stir, added the lid, and I let this cook on a low heat for about 3.5 to 4 hours. Here's what it looked like when it was cooked all the way through. I just made sure to temp my chicken to make sure that it was fully cooked, and it was. I did taste the sauce and decided I wanted to add just a little bit more pepper in there, so make sure you give yours a taste as well and adjust to your liking. Here is what my finished plate looked like. This time I actually made some rice to go along with this and some steamed broccoli. However, last time I made this, we did eat it over some egg noodles, and I think I preferred that much more than the rice. You'll just want to take that sauce and make sure you spread it over everything because it is very good. And if you really like the dill flavor in ranch, I would recommend adding some dill into this as well. I didn't do that this time, but normally when I make ranch recipes, I like to add in a little bit of dill, and it has really good flavor in the end. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I truly appreciate you being here. If you don't mind, please leave me a flower down in the comments below, letting me know that you watched all the way through, and I will see you guys back here on Wednesday with a new video. Bye!